Your dog has no idea you're human, not in the way you think they do. They don't look at you and think owner. They don't see a person, a species, or even a caretaker. What they actually see is something far stranger and far more profound than any of that. Science has finally started to answer what's really going on inside a dog's mind when they look at you. And the answer rewrites everything most people assume about the bond they have with their dog. If you've ever wondered whether your dog actually understands you, not just tolerates you, not just obeys you, stay with me. Because by the end of this, you're going to see your dog in a completely different way. 1. There's a common idea that dogs see us the same way cats do, as just another animal sharing their space. A bigger creature. A food source. A roommate they didn't choose. That's wrong. Dogs are the only animal on Earth that went through a biological transformation specifically because of us. Over thousands of years, they didn't just adapt to live near humans. They changed at the level of cognition and instinct to understand us. Here's what that actually means. When you point at something across the room, your dog follows your finger to the object. They get it. Now try that with a wolf raised from birth by humans, given every advantage, fully socialized. It doesn't work. Try it with a chimpanzee, our closest genetic relative. It still doesn't work. Your dog, without any training, understands human gesture as communication. That's not a trick. That's not a learned behavior. That's the result of thousands of generations of dogs that paid closer attention to humans and survived because of it. Your dog doesn't look at you and see another creature. They look at you and see the one being their entire lineage was shaped to find. What that does to their brain when they're away from you is something most owners never think about. We'll get there. 2. Watch your dog the next time you put on your shoes, or pick up your keys, or reach for your jacket. Their ears come up before you've said a word. Dogs don't react to your departure when you walk out the door. They react the moment they detect the sequence. The sounds, the smells, the pattern. They've memorized your routine down to the smallest detail, not because they were trained to, but because their nervous system treats your presence as something worth tracking at all times. And when you're gone, their stress hormones rise within minutes. Their heart rate goes up. Their body enters a state of quiet vigilance. But here's the part that changes how you see this. Researchers played recordings of owners' voices to dogs left alone. Not a stranger's voice. Not another dog. Specifically the owner's voice. Stress levels dropped almost immediately. Then they tested scent. When dogs were exposed to different smells while inside a brain scanner, only one triggered activation in the brain's reward center, the region associated with pleasure, safety, and anticipation. Not food, not another dog, their owner's scent. Your smell to your dog activates the same part of the brain that lights up when they're about to receive something they love. While you're sitting at work thinking about your to-do list, your dog is at home holding on to you in the only way they can, through sound and scent, waiting for the moment their brain stops being on alert. 3. Here's something you probably do without realizing it. When you look at someone's face, your eyes drift slightly to the left side first. It happens automatically, before conscious thought. The left side of a human face expresses emotion more visibly, because the right hemisphere of the brain, which processes feeling, controls the left side of the face. Humans evolved to read that. It's called the left gaze bias. Your dog does the exact same thing, but only with you. When scientists showed dogs images of faces, human faces, dog faces, and random objects, dogs consistently showed left gaze bias only for human faces, not for other dogs, not for anything else. Specifically for us. They evolved a dedicated system for reading human emotion. This is why your dog often appears in the doorway when you're having a rough night and you haven't made a sound. They didn't hear anything unusual. They looked at your face, processed it through a perceptual system built over thousands of years specifically for that purpose, and acted on what they saw. And it goes further. Dogs can tell the difference between a happy and an angry human face, even in photographs of total strangers. They were never taught what a frown means. They just know. Because not knowing would have cost their ancestors everything. So when your dog rests their head in your lap on a hard day, they didn't assume you were sad. They read it. And then they chose to come. And we are not done yet. because what comes next is the piece that ties all of this together, and it's the one discovery that hit researchers hardest when they first found it. 4. Most people think a wagging tail is simple. Happy dog, wagging tail. Done. It's not that simple. Scientists discovered that dogs don't just wag, they wag in a direction. And that direction is a full sentence. When a dog sees something that makes them feel safe and positive, you walking in the front door, a familiar friend, something they genuinely love, the wag shifts right. More movement on the right side. When a dog feels uncertain, on alert, or uncomfortable, a stranger approaching too fast, an unfamiliar situation, the wag shifts left. What makes this remarkable isn't just that dogs do this, it's that other dogs can read it, automatically, without training. When researchers showed dogs videos of other dogs wagging right versus left, their own bodies responded. Right wag, calm. Left wag, heart rate increased. Your dog has been having full conversations with every dog they've ever met using only their tail. And they've been talking to you too. A tail held high and moving fast, confidence, excitement. Low and slow, appeasement, deference. Still, focus, uncertainty. Every single day, your dog is sending signals you didn't know how to read. Now you do. 5. In 2015, a study in the journal Science documented something no one had expected to find. When dogs and their owners simply looked at each other, no commands, no tricks, no interaction, just mutual eye contact, both the dog and the human showed a sharp increase in oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the same chemical that surges between a mother and her newborn in the first minutes after birth. Not a similar chemical, the same one, the same biological mechanism. Your dog looks at you, and their brain responds as if something they are wired to love is right in front of them. And when you look back, yours does too. This is not metaphor. This isn't owners reading too much into their pets. It's a documented, reproducible biological loop that your dog initiates simply by turning their gaze toward you. Think about everything we covered. Dogs evolved at the neurological level to read your face. Their stress system responds to your voice and your scent specifically. Their tail sends signals designed for emotional communication. And when they look at you, they trigger the same chemistry that bonds parents to children. None of this happened by accident. Your dog doesn't know you're human in the way a scientist would define it. They don't have a category for Homo sapiens. But they have something more specific than that. They have you. They know your smell, your voice, your face, your emotional patterns. They have a nervous system that was built, generation by generation, to find you, read you, and stay close to you. They don't see a human when they look at you. They see the one presence their entire biology was shaped around. They see theirs. So the next time your dog follows you from room to room, or shows up quietly when you're not feeling your best, or just sits close without asking for anything, remember what's actually happening. They're not being needy. They're not just bored. They're doing exactly what thousands of years of evolution designed them to do. They're being with you. If this changed how you see your dog, subscribe. We post new dog behavior videos every few days, and every one of them will make you look at your dog a little differently.